Hello, folks. So, my thoughts on the BET Awards after attending this past Sunday and also watching from all the years previously as a 40 and up person. It was interesting. It was definitely a long show. I would say that the show is now more catered to the Memorial Day weekend Miami folks rather than a seasoned people. And so the performances, again, we had 4 similar rap girlies with boy shorts really giving it up. And I think it was interesting because they've taken away the gospel set, but you got Bobby Jones sitting in the front row and you got Poppin'. And so I really enjoyed, Meg Thee Stallion, I'm a fan. And so she opened it up. Glorilla, she's hot right now. I get it. She really had a great performance as well. And then Ice Spice, I'm not really sure about the draw for that. The songs really aren't my cup of tea, but the audience was definitely a sexy red crowd. And there were also a lot of folks that emulate what she presents. So I think they relate to her, and that's interesting. She did have a wardrobe malfunction where she couldn't get her shorts to clamp back up, but she kept it moving. And again, it was a performance. Will Smith, it's always great because he's an A-list star to really be there. I think it was redemption for him. The song was very serious. Kirk Franklin, I definitely wanted to see get jiggy with it and really nostalgic and get into some of his hits, but I get it. He wanted to come to the BET Awards, be with his people, and show and really present a song that came from his heart, from his experience. Janelle Monáe was Victoria Monet was amazing. I am a fan. Her song, she had the water coming down, choreography, did the jacket thing, amazing. So I really appreciate her presentation. And one of my favorite was Shabuzi. And, doing the chicken head, the crowd was hype. I think that was a great performance. I appreciate the nostalgia. Trying to think who else performed. Oh, the 2 artists that were not there, they performed, and on the screen they were good. The Ursher performance, so that was the thing. And Childish Gambino being there and opening it up, it was a decent rendition. I appreciated it. He sounded great. But as they went through, it was a conscious effort to have women performers. I would have loved to see some of the male performers that he influenced, some people from his tiny desk. Duran, Luke James was also mentioned. But I think the ladies did a great job. It may have been requested. And so the dog thinks so too. But I get the concern and people really wanting to, hey, this should have been this. I think it worked. You could jam to the songs. I think they sounded great, looked great. Again, it was a conscious effort to have all women performers. Not sure who requested it. Now, behind the scenes, Taraji hosting, she had energy. Her wardrobe, she looked amazing. There were times they were working through, seeing, the scenes change and the different things. She walked through it. It was political, which was good because I think it's the day and time for that. But hearing the audience and the folks behind me not really understanding, and some booed when the VP came on, and it's concerning. So I hope they get out to vote. I hope they listen and understand the bigger picture, and it's not just pandering to black folk. We will be affected. So not voting or voting for whoever is a vote in the wrong direction. So that message was loud and clear. The show was so long, we did miss Lauren Hill. Glad she showed up. But I thought that was a great addition. It almost reminds me now the BET Awards is more similar to the Hip Hop Awards. And You know, it could have been mixing in some old school with some new school. You know, I think folks really enjoy that. But it's also more catered to social media influencers. There were a lot of them there. And so my husband's like, who is it? If you're not on social media, you wouldn't have known some of the celebrities. And there's not a problem with, and this is not derogatory, a B-list or C-list celebrity, but that was kind of the crowd. And then, you know, the A-listers were there that were in attendance for a second and didn't really stay the whole show. And so we know before, everybody used to show up. And I also say that with the awards. There were awards given out, but for when people aren't there, zooming in, at least showing that, you know, you're thankful or having time to say a word, that doesn't happen anymore. It's just other people accepting on behalf. So, you know, some things can be enhanced, and if they want to go that route, but everybody's going to watch anyway because it is an event, and it was packed. And again, the majority of the crowd was definitely seat fillers. And so I would like to see more mix. You know, they could have had some folks honor Frankie Beverly and Mays, or some different type of old school type new school mix. Having 4 of the rap women with the same style, the same presentation, the same shaking, I think was a little saturated. But again, I don't run the show, I don't organize. Looking at the logistics and behind operations, it's a lot to do to put that on. All the cameras, the pyrotechnics, you know, it's amazing, the view and the technology. So kudos to that. But I'm hoping that, you know, moving forward, you have a mix of the crowd you cater to, and bring back the gospel. Or if you want to talk about it, bring back a good song, bring back a medley. Yolanda always kills it. You know, people remember those moments, and so that inspiration is needed. So that's my 2 cents about the BET Awards. I know nobody asked me. I know, you know, I'm just me. But we had a good time. Got some good recordings of the performance, bucket list, and I will watch it on the TV next time. Thanks for watching.